Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for October 2023. This is for Gemini and Gemini rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guide to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Gemini, I do this because you know I love you, and I'm a Gemini rising, so I have to love you. We're a team. We're a team. I do this because I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Gemini, October is going to be a big, huge, game-changing, radical month for you, okay? You're over it. You're over it, and you want change bad, and it's gonna happen, and you're gonna feel it, okay? And I'm gonna just let you know in advance. I'm going to be talking really fast because October is a loaded month. It's a loaded month. We're in eclipse month, okay? We're in eclipse month. It's huge. But there's a lot of big transits, a lot of big aspects that are happening throughout the month. So this is what it's going to be like. October is going to be a little, it's going to be wild. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be wild. It's going to be testing at times as well. It's also going to be you powering up, you really just saying, all right, this has been happening for so long. I've been in this position where I've been stuck. I'm ready to break free. I'll do whatever it takes. In fact, I will go above and beyond. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm going to let everything go that has been holding me back. Your emotions are going to be really heightened as well. All right. Your emotions are going to be really heightened. And I'll explain why later. It really is yeah, some of y'all are just I'm not gonna lie, fed up. You want change. It's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it is coming with eclipse month, but there's a lot of other things that are happening. You are like a soda can right now, all right? And it's just been you're in someone's bag and they're, roller skating. So it's being shaken. And it's going to pop this month and you're going to have a lot of changes, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? And good changes because these eclipses are good eclipses. Now, what I'm going to say is that it's the month is going to start off like Jon Snow, okay? But as we progress into the month, it's going to be more like Arya Stark, all right? There's going to be a lot of intensity, a lot of you're not going to let anyone, you're going to get the things that you want, okay? Nothing's going to stop you, all right? Now, the first half of the month, Sun is in Libra. Also, Mercury moves into Libra. We know Mars is in Libra. So think of the Sun, Mars, Libra. They're just at this beautiful national park. They're linked their arms together. They're walking down this path next to this beautiful lake. But then halfway through the month, we start moving into Scorpio energy. Mars moving into Scorpio, Mercury moving into Scorpio, Sun moving into Scorpio, right? So there's that intensity. So it's so Mars, Mercury, and the Sun now in Scorpio. It's these planets, they're linked up, but now they're power walking and even jostling. And now it's a competition. And now it's just it gets a little heated. Okay. Especially with Mars and Scorpio. Mars and Scorpio is now energy. Okay. And so it really is going to be, I'm not going to lie. It's here's the thing. This is where it gets a little crazy, especially for you, Gemini. And this is specific to Gemini. All right. This is all about transformation. This is all about growth. All right. This is all about life cycles, especially with these eclipses. Pluto is going direct. Pluto is going direct on the 9th, okay? It's going to happen earlier in the month. Pluto is the ruling planet for Scorpio, okay? Mars, which is moving into Scorpio, is the traditional ruler for Scorpio. So you see how these two intense planets are moving into Scorpio and an intense sign. Things are going to get intense. Things are going to get a little intense, but the reason why for you specifically is because Pluto's going direct. Pluto's been retrograde since May. Pluto is in Capricorn in your 8th house of death and rebirth and transformation. The 8th house is ruled by Pluto, by Scorpio. Like, so you honestly, Gemini, this is going to be, when I say it's going to be a month, it's going to be a month. It's going to be a testing month. You're going to be, your emotions may be, again, really heightened, but in a good way. It depends on how you direct that emotions, okay, toward your ambitions, toward your passions. So Mars definitely moves into Scorpio on the 11th, all right? Keep that in mind. This is you. This is all about the changes you want in your life. This is evolution. This is you. Powering up, okay? You taking control, all right? You taking control of your passions, you knowing what you want, you facing all your fears. Like, you are the final girl in a horror movie. You're no longer hiding. You are actually chasing the monster down, okay? This is, so keep that in mind. You are, just be driven, all right? There is a lot of like, come at me, bro, energy this month, but we're gonna talk through it. Now, this is also, Mercury is going into Scorpio as well. Remember, I mentioned that. So, this is, again, just a lot of Scorpio activity. Now, this is also eclipse month. This is big. This is huge. Major. Think about what happened in May, all right? A lot of things could have changed April, May, the last time we had eclipses, but also that's when Pluto went retrograde. A lot of planets started going retrograde around that time. But the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which is happening on the 14th, 15th, depends on what, where you live. Just keep it in mind, like around the 14th, 15th. This is really, really exciting because Gemini, this is in your 5th house of pleasure, of love, of romance, of creativity, self-expression, procreation. This is, and new moons, it's all about new beginnings, right? This is a new moon solar eclipse. This is what's her name? Linda Carter turning into Wonder Woman. Okay, this is Clark Kent turning into Superman. This is huge. Okay, so expect new things to happen. And this eclipse is happening. This eclipse in Libra is happening during Libra season. Now, what's interesting about this is that we're talking about 19-year cycles here. Think about October 2004. That's the last time we had a new moon solar eclipse in Libra at the exact degree. So you could think a lot of the things that were happening around that time, you could see echoes of it, okay? You could have deja vu-y moments around this time. I mean, this is game-changing, by the way. And this eclipse, it's like setting you up for the year. Okay, it's gonna happen around this time. You may feel the energies of it like now. You could literally be feeling it now. You could feel it a month later. You're gonna feel it though. You're gonna feel it. A lot of y'all are gonna be moving into new relationships. There's a lot that's gonna happen around this time. Okay, remember Libra is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. So there's a lot of activity. Like, just get ready. Okay, like hello, new job. Hello, new relationship, new partner, new love interest. Hello, especially the fact that like all this Scorpio energy, by the way, that's happening more toward the end of the month. That is in your 6th house of everyday activities, okay, of your routines, but it's also work. Okay, labor. It's like freelance projects. It's even health matters could be a thing that is the 6th house. But just all I'm gonna say, just be your authentic self. Okay, throughout this month, there's gonna be some testing moments. If you are authentic, you're gonna be fine. All right. Now, full moon lunar eclipse at the end of the month. Okay, this is happening in Taurus. This is really interesting because this is happening during Scorpio season. Taurus is opposite sign. I mean, this is going to be really high energy. This is also more about like comfort, stability, but also release. Remember, all this activity in Taurus is your 12th house of hidden things, of the subconscious, of intuition, of even like self-sabotage energy. If you have been in a place where you've been self-sabotaging yourself, this is a time where you may just release all that. Remember, this is a month where you're Arya Stark at this point. You're like, nope, gone, letting this go. All right. So it's when I talk about like self-sabotage energy, because it's not easy, like with the 12th house, right? So it really is like if you have been in a situation where you, for instance, sorry, I dropped all my cards. If you've been in a situation where your mindset, where you've been thinking like, things have not been happening for me, and it's bumming me out, but you don't do anything about it, right? This is the time you actually do something about it, and you lose that part of yourself. You're like, why am I holding myself back? Okay. Now, I'm not saying any of you are. I'm saying that's what happens during this aspect. All right, so it's a good thing. It's making this huge radical change to bring pleasure in your life, to build this foundation for yourself, to really also put finances in order. All right, because it is in Taurus. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you are new to my channel, stick around, because after I do your spread, I break it down week by week, okay? And you're going to want to know what's going on week by week. There's a lot going on. I haven't even talked about Mars trining Saturn. That's huge. That's huge. 2 malefic planets trining. Come on. That's huge. And then we have another Mercury Cazimi. You know, Mercury is your ruling planet, but this Cazimi, Mercury's not retrograde. And then, you know, Venus trining Jupiter, one of the best days of the month. Anyway, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening this month. So that's why I am talking really fast, okay? Because I'm trying to get through this without, I don't want to do like, you don't want like a 2-hour reading. So let's go ahead. Let's get started, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you, okay? For October 2023. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. I would actually recommend it because, you know, obviously with eclipses, your moon, but also Venus is moving into Virgo. This is your 4th house. I mean, hi, you're moving, or you have moved. Or you're thinking about moving, or you want to redecorate and you're thinking about it. Anyway, or, you know, it's also, you know, relationships, and there could be some matters with like children or your parents. And anyway, let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. See what's going on for you, Gemini, for October 2023. Okay, longest intro ever, Gemini. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does bring the best overview. Oh gosh, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. I am putting them all upside down. Why is that? The fuck? Gemini 2023 for October. Anyway, Gemini. Okay. Anyway, Gemini, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for October 2023. 3, Gemini. I am excited to see what's going on for Geminis who have not been, honestly, like, it's been, like I said, I'm Gemini rising. I get what's going on. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. The other thing is, remember to stick around to the end, because after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. I pull more cards. All right. Now, also, I want to thank you all for being here, but I also want to thank you. I was getting a lot of comments about my hair. I know I brought it up in a couple of readings last week, but thank you so much, because people were saying that I should grow it out and they liked it. Unfortunately, I just cut it all off. So Geminis, I hope you like my haircut. I don't know. Do you? Yeah. Gemini, you're good. You're good. Okay. You're good. You're good. Oh my gosh. You really, really are in your head in such a way that a lot of y'all may be the ones in your way in terms of going, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to guide you toward, you're going to be fine. You're going to be 1000% fine, but you just have to get out of your head a little bit. You did get the 8 of Swords. Okay. So the 8 of Swords, we call this a self-victim card. She put herself here. Okay. She doesn't want to face the truth. She doesn't want to deal with reality. She's got a lot of fear. She's internalizing it. Remember how I said there's a lot of activity in your 12th house, and that's where self-sabotage exists. So you could be potentially doing that as well. But the fact that it's in your 12th house, you may not know that you're doing it. Okay. That's the thing, is like, you may not know, but here is indicating that you are. All right. So if you don't know that you are, spend some time thinking about it. Am I, right? Am I doing something preventing me from moving forward? The good news is, two good news here. Okay. Well, and first of all, this is a Gemini card, by the way. Now, the good news is the 8 of Swords came up in your past. So we're moving out of this, okay? And I want you to know that this is something that is saying that you have definitely been going through it to a point where, like, stress. Like, what's going on? So much taking up your headspace, right? Secondly, the other thing that I was going to say is that even though she's surrounded by swords, okay, her feet are free. So she can walk out of this anytime she wants. And sure, it may be hard, and it may not be easy, and it may be challenging. It is water and mud, right? So muddled clarity as you walk out. But at least you're moving out. At least you're walking out, right? So you want to get to a point where you take off that blindfold. And I feel like you will, because, hey, hello. Who are you, Gemini? You got the Ace of Pentacles on the heart of your spread. Remember, this is not a weekly reading. This is a monthly reading. So when I say something's coming through, something's coming through. In fact, aces usher in new change, new opportunities, new paths, new journeys. I already said this is happening for you, okay? Because of the eclipses, all right? Especially that new moon solar eclipse that's happening. Here's your affirmation, all right? That's the biggest pentacle in this deck, all right? The biggest pentacle, money, wealth, all right? So if you are here for career, boom, all right? Other people's money is also a thing that you should recognize with Pluto going direct. Remember, that's the 8th house. It's in your 8th house, all right? And so what's really interesting is the 8th house is transformation, right? But it's also other people's resources. So it can be inheritance. It can be investments as well. It can be your partner's income. So anything but your salary, like bonuses, commissions, paying off debts or whatnot. But even still, the biggest pentacle, you see the golden pathway and the archway. I mean, this is really like you're about to enter this new path that's going to bring you a lot of wealth. And now pentacles are also earthbound, so your physical reality. It can be a baby. It can be a relationship. something new. Okay. I really love this. I also love the fact, Gemini, I was going to say this earlier. For weeks, I didn't see the Ace of Pentacles for weeks. And I was, and it was always just like, I wonder what sign is going to get it this week. And it would never show up. Nobody got it until I did. I did a 3-month forecast, and you should check it out. I'll leave the link up at the end or somewhere up here. Like 3 month ahead. But definitely check that out. But that was the first time it showed up in almost a month, the Ace of Pentacles. But in terms of this, like a monthly reading or a weekly reading, oh my goodness, it's the first time. The Ace of Pentacles. How funny is that? I think like an entire month went by where it didn't show up, and I was like, why is nobody getting the Ace of Pentacles? You just got in the heart of your spread. Now, however, you got the sun in your challenge area. All right. Now, you're going to have to work with these energies. Okay. A lot of it is definitely going to be, you're going to have to let this light in. Okay. You're going to have to accept, it's almost like there's, remember how I said there's a lot of activity in your 12th house? There's like a lot of shadows there, right? It's like the shadow self as well. You're going to have to let this sunlight shine through, okay? The sun, optimism, opportunities, growth, abundance, vitality. Like, let the sun shine through, okay? Do everything that you can. Get in touch with your shadow self, okay? The parts of yourself you don't want to show other people, the parts of yourself that you are uncomfortable with, get comfortable with it, okay? Get comfortable with it, all right? Face those things now, all right? It's only going to help. It's only going to help. This is the best month to do it. With these eclipses, whew, yeah. Remember I said it's also testing too. So if you don't do it, something may happen that forces you to do it, all right? So keep in mind, if you take action, you're going to be good. You're going to be 1000% good, but let that sun shine through, all right? Really, really, it's more like a shift in your mind. Have more of an optimistic mindset about your future, all right? Because I can't even begin. Okay, I'm just going to keep going, all right? Because I don't want this to be like a 10-hour reading. Nobody wants a 10-hour reading. You got the Magician. You clearly want new change, and you're getting it. So that's great. You want it. The Magician, by the way, 2 things here. Card of action, okay? Card of action. Remember that. You have to take action. You have to take action. You cannot just sit there and believe that everything's just going to work. You have to work for things. And in all the aspects of this month, it's going to make you. It's going to make you, Gemini. But the thing that I love about this is that, one of 2 people that has the sign of infinity over their heads, infinite possibilities, unlimited potential. When you do take action, all right? When you do, this is the power to manifest whatever you want. This is the beginning of your new, the fool's journey, your journey, right? So you definitely want something new. I want you to think about where you want to direct that energy, okay? And also what I was going to say, the Magician is ruled by Mercury. There's a lot of activity happening with Mercury, but Mercury is your ruling planet, which I love. Now, you did get the 5 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Came up in the root of your spread, and I'm not surprised, okay? When you see the 8 of Swords in your past, the Sun in your challenge area, and the 5 of Pentacles, there is a sense of like, it's like focusing on your plight too much, right? That's what this card is. This card is 2 people who are focused on their plight. This card is 2 people who are feeling sorry for themselves. These 2 people are so focused on everything that's wrong in their lives and not doing anything about it. And so much that they can't see they're literally outside of church, where there's hope, where there's support. In fact, look at the Pentacles. They're shaped as in the form of an anchor. It's an anchor of hope. And so it is really, just looking at your spread here, it's like there's definitely all this you want changes in your life, you want transformation in your life, you want these new things to happen, all right? But you have to start believing in yourself. You have to start believing that you can make these changes, okay? And you also have to take action, and you can't for some Geminis, there may be somebody holding you back from doing the things that you want to do. That could be a thing. It could be like a partner, or even like a boss, or just some sort of energy coming through with that. But even still, it really is just saying, if you need support, it's there. Okay, you have so much support around you. All right, but it's also saying that it's time to look up. It's time to know there is hope out there. It's time to know to think positive and move in a direction where things are going to happen for you, and believe it. Okay, so we're past the phase of, we no longer want to say, oh, I hope this happens for me, or I hope that things get better. No, this month is a month of, I know that things are going to get better for me. I know this is going to happen for me. That it's all about that confidence, okay? And Pluto is really active this month, and Pluto goes direct this month, all right? So, and then Mars and Scorpio, remember, it's that now. So a lot of y'all are just going to feel it anyway, right? But it's really just, it's like getting out of this headspace, and flipping your mindset where you're more optimistic about the things that that will happen in your life to transform your life. Now, you got the Six of Wands in your future, the card of victory, the card of success, the card of achievements, the card. Look at this is a procession. Look at everyone cheering him on. You're good. You're fine. You're 1,000% fine. You're amazing. So it looks like you are going to have success, especially with the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. What can I say? You're good. You're good. You have to believe it. Okay? It's all about that mindset. Let's get to your stuff. Gemini, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from you. I love seeing, and the like button. Hold on. Okay, cool. We're good on timing. Okay. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I do appreciate it, and I am really grateful. So, oh my gosh. And hey, I finally have everything that you want. So I have a merchandise store. You know that. You see all the buttons or whatever. You see the merchandise. But all your requests, I finally did it. I have the You're Good Gemini t-shirts and hoodies or whatever. I have in the phone cases, and so everything, because I made like doing this like based on your requests or whatnot. So they're finally up, and I know it took so long. It took forever. But they're finally up. So go nuts. They're in my merchandise store. And just to remind you, anything that I make from my channel and from the memberships and the products and merchandise, it all goes toward my brother and I are trying to buy my parents a house and put money toward a down payment for their house. So anything is helpful. And look how great the mugs are. Yeah, I know. Product placement. Hello. Who am I? Gemini, let's, you're good. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. You're, fine. You got the Hierophant. This is amazing. Okay, so it looks like you do. It's almost like there is like kind of like this tug of war between for like in terms of like what you want and what you feel. It's really interesting. But with the Hierophant showing up, the connector between the divine, what's up there, and then our physical realm. That's amazing, all right? Because he has all this wisdom. He has this, deep sacred knowledge. And there's a lot of structure, organization that comes with this card as well. So it's like really interesting because you also got the Four of Cups. Did my voice just crack? You also got the Four of Cups, or Pentacles. which is all about putting things in order, putting, especially your finances because it's money. But this is, I love what's happening here. Now, the Hierophant, it's just saying that there is, for a lot of y'all, really go within, all right? Really have those intuitive moments, really, really, even get a little spiritual. I feel like that's going to happen a lot more in 2024 for y'all, which, by the way, yeah, it's going to be, come on, I've already told you, gangbusters here for you. 2024 starting like more like April, May, like, oof, just wait. You're going to be, this is all leading up to it. But yeah, really have that wisdom. All right. Really have that wisdom. It feels like a lot of y'all want to become a lot more influential in terms of maybe it is career, maybe it is family, maybe it is, your neighborhood, but there is a sense of that. But where people come to you, and they get advice from you and guidance from you. Now, you did get the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So again, very interesting. It came in your external factors area. The biggest message coming through is other people's money. It is, like, again, investments, inheritance, bonuses, commissions, paying off debts, those kind of things, loans, those kind of things are it's like putting all that in order, really fueling you now and really taking it seriously, especially because even mortgage, like, because a lot of y'all are thinking of moving or maybe have moved or want to move. Or real estate too is a big thing, but this card is ruled by Capricorn. That's why I bring that up, because Pluto is in Capricorn in your 8th house. Okay, but really building this foundation for yourself. Now, you did get the Three of Wands, which is amazing. I love this for you. It's just saying that you're ready. You're ready for change. That's all you want. That's all you want, okay? This card is actually attributed to Sun in Aries, all right? So the Sun is exalted in Aries. So I absolutely love this for you, because Aries is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. And so it looks like you do want all this change, and it's coming. You have that the Six of Wands in your future. And that's very career related if you are here for career, but if you're not, it's just your passions. What are you passionate about, right? And you'll find that success there. And lastly, you got Temperance, okay? And your final outcome. I feel like you always, anyway, you're going to be fine. You have an archangel in your final outcome. This is just saying, like, the things that you want, it's like, again, this month is like now, like really high energy, high emotions, like all of that. But this is really saying, like, just be cool, because things are going to happen for you. Don't even sweat it. You're going to be fine. Okay. But again, find that balance in your life. And this is, enjoy life. Okay. I've said this to you before. I feel like you've gotten this so many times. Temperance is just telling you, listen, don't be, the more that you are like anxious and impatient and, like, why is this not happening? The more your energy, your frequencies like sink. Okay. You have to raise your frequency. All right. But, with this coming up in your final outcome, it's such a great thing, because it is saying, just enjoy life right now. Things are going to be good. You're going to be fine. Look at your spread. You're going to be absolutely fine. Okay? So don't stress. Don't worry. If you have to, find that balance, okay? Especially in your external world is a bigger message coming up. So if you are spending too much time, like, at work, not with the kids, find that balance. If you're spending too much time, binging the Lincoln Lawyer all day long and not getting any work done, find that balance. All right. So Gemini, let's, like I promised, break it down week by week. The first week of October, we have a lot of activity with your ruling planet. Okay. Mercury on the 2nd is going to oppose Neptune. We'll talk about that later in the weekly. And the Mercury trining Pluto, Mercury moving into Libra. That's, Mercury trining Pluto is amazing, by the way. Like, it's almost like you're going to have this like burst of like left brain activity, just like really, it's that influential energy. It's a really good day for like making deals and business and just gains. All right, as the kids say, gains. Mercury into Libra, that's really nice, okay? Just, moving forward mentally, right? And remember, that's a thing for you here. And then Mars is going to square Pluto on the 8th. I'm not going to lie, this is a pretty aggressive day. This is like a come at me, bro kind of day. It's so intense. You may feel it like the day before and after too. But just really, really just stay focused and determined and really be assertive. It's a really big day of like empowerment. Feel like empowered this day and don't let anyone like get your goat. It can be like a power trippy kind of day. But Venus also moves into Virgo. We'll talk about that more in the weekly readings. But that is like, I've been saying it in every sign. It's like if you are, about to like kiss someone, and it's just this beautiful, romantic, magical moment. The other person is like, oh, wait. Can you tilt your head this way? Or, oh, and your hair, just pull that back a bit. And actually, I want to take a selfie. Can you tilt your head this way? And I want that plant and this flat. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's Venus and Virgo. But hey, at least you're still getting your kiss. So that's the thing is like, it's, Venus and Virgo is in its fall, but it's not like bad. But anyway, we'll talk about that more in the weekly. Now, let's see what's going on for you. That's a lot happening. You already see that, okay? A lot happening in the first week of October. So Gemini, let's see what's going on for you for the first week of October. You're good. You got the Page of Swords. You're boom, okay? Remember what I said earlier, moving forward mentally. That is a big thing now. It's a big thing now, and I want you to do that, all right? Especially with Mercury moving into Libra. Big thing. It's also a week where you could be getting a lot of messages. Remember, Mercury is a planet of communication, the messenger. The pages are messengers. It's being headstrong and being very open to moving forward now. And the swords are the air suit, so mentally also like being very communicative, but I love that for you. Now the second week, Pluto does go direct. This is big, okay? It's been retrograde since May, so you will feel a lot of activity, a lot of transformation starting to happen. The day after, Mars moves into Scorpio. I told you this is that power burst. This is you being in charge of your passions, your action, taking a lot of action now. This is that now energy, okay? So it's like at this point, because this is all, it's, Mars in Scorpio can be like really intense. It can be really heated, so you have to like put all your energy toward your passions now, all right? You're not effing around at this point. Like, you know what you want at this point. Get it. Go get it. It's like, and make that investment in all the things that you want, all right? So, the 13th, Mars is trining Saturn. This is 2 malefic planets trining. So, this is really interesting. Great day to like sign a contract, maybe have a job interview. You could start seeing someone, start a new relationship. Like, this is an amazing day. Like, you're going to feel unstoppable. But what makes this amazing? It happens the day before the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So absolutely love this. Things are about to change for you in a really big way. Really big way. I mean, Mars is dignified. This is part of the Aries Libra nodal shifts that we had in July. Really releasing something at this point, but something new coming through. So remember, you have to move forward from something, and be in this mindset where you're very excited about something to come through. But it is like radical change. Like, we're talking like radical change, and the effects are up to a year. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of October. And you got the 8 of Pentacles. So when I said earlier, you're like not effing around, like, you're not. This is you being laser focused, getting what you want. This is, look at him, the most talented. He's so talented, working on his pentacles. You see all his red pants for passion, power, sitting on a wooden benches in tarot, everything in tarot, like just details are so important. Wooden benches just means temporary. So you're working toward your goals by the second week and nothing is distracting you. And it's just like you're reaching your legacy no matter what. Okay. Love this. Powering up in a big way, in a huge way. Now, the third week, we have the Mercury Cazimi on the 19th. This is amazing. This is your ruling planet. But, Mercury is actually still in Virgo. Mercury is still in Libra at this point, right? Yeah. So, anyway, oh, shoot. Gosh, I keep doing that. Did I do that on your... I keep dropping the cards. Mercury's still in Libra at this point, so I really like that for you because it is your BFF. It is your fellow air sign. And... okay, sorry about that. So that's really great. We'll talk about that. It's just having a huge light bulb moment. It's really thinking about what kind of, like, peace and justice, like, you want in your life, right? It is going to happen between two challenging aspects, Mercury squaring Pluto and the Sun squaring Pluto. This is like what I was talking about, like very power struggly, okay? This is very like ego day, like not, it's like, be cool. Be cool these days and just focus on your goals. Focus on your goals, okay? Venus is going to trine Jupiter, which is absolutely wonderful. It's one of the best days of the month. I want you to go get a spa treatment. You deserve it. Yeah, and we're going to talk about this again more in the weekly. And then Mercury does enter Scorpio. This is really interesting. It's very, you're going to feel this a lot. Mercury is your ruling planet moving into Scorpio, which, as I already told you, Scorpio is the native ruler of the 8th house. This is a big deal, transformation. But Scorpio is like, it is it's your 6th house too. It is your 6th house where this aspect is happening, and that is everyday activities. But it's all about, it's like you just want to know everything now. There's like no filter with Mercury in Scorpio. None at all. Just being very direct. And then Mercury is going to trine the Sun or Saturn, which is amazing. So as you can see, again, a lot happening the third week. Okay. Every week. Now let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for the third week of, October. You got the 3 of Pentacles. That's really great. It looks like you will be, a lot of y'all will at this point be joining new teams or working with others in some capacity, maybe getting a new client, maybe partnering up with other, companies, maybe getting a new job. But there is this element of bringing people into your life, a lot of bonding. I love this. I actually love this for you. This is all about teamwork. It's all about teamwork, working with others for success, essentially. So this is really great. And you could be working on your own projects too. Remember, I said Mercury's moving into Scorpio in your 6th house, which is like, projects. So you end everyday activities, but there is a sense of you just, again, a lot of work energy here, a lot of things happening in that direction, positive things. 3 is all about creation and the birth of new things. Pentacles, all about money and wealth. All right. But also your physical reality. And then this comes right before the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So again, remember I said, this is pretty much like you getting rid of the things, your headspace, things that's taking up too much headspace, okay, that no longer serves you well. Mars and Mercury will be opposing Jupiter this day, but it's actually really good, okay, and we're going to talk about that in the weekly. But there is, expect something to like culminate or end, full moons. Just think of this, it's illuminating, right? So there is something that you are going to let go, but there's also Mercury conjuncting Mars, which I love, on the 29th. this is your mind just being lit. Like you're going to be unstoppable. Remember, Mercury is your ruling planet. So, and then on the 31st and Halloween, in this, if you live in this, these neck of the woods, Venus trines Uranus. So this is absolutely amazing. I 1000% love this. Again, this is a day where you actually could see, like, if you go out for Halloween, you could see some really crazy, unique costumes. You could even come up with some. Uranus is all about innovation. It's also, surprises. So there could be a lot of surprising things around this time. If you're single, you better go out there. Okay. There's a lot. Remember, Venus is all about love. Okay. Beauty. That happened twice. How crazy. Okay. So Venus is trining Uranus. As I was saying, this is a day where also was saying that something could surprising happen at home as well. Okay, so Venus trining Uranus. Remember, Venus is in Virgo, so that is your 4th house. So there could be something really nice, though, really nice. Or there could be something that you do really nice around your home around this time as well, or it could get some surprising news or something really fun and nice. Okay, around home, family, children, your partner. So that said, let's see what's going on for you for the last week of October. You're good. You know that the Empress is ruled by Venus. Okay, so absolutely love this for you. This is happening during the week where the Sun trines Saturn, where we have that full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus. That's actually good. And then Mercury conjuncting. I mean, like this